Hey, hi everyone. Natural Sentient is here. It's Saturday. So thank you for joining. How are you? How are you today? How are you doing? Say hello in the comments so I know who is in the house. Hi, Julia. Great to see you. Yeah, I'm going to burn some sage meantime for a little bit. So, yeah. Much better. So, yeah, tell me, how is it going at your Dragon Retreat? How is everything going? Yeah, a bit of cleansing everything. So, I really miss this. A little bit of saging. Mm, so good. Mm. So, fun day. Just an afternoon gathering. Nice. Sounds really good. Yeah. So it sounds like a great retreat. How is it gonna be long? Like all weekend? Okay, cool. Oops. So yeah, yes, it's before 1 a.m. here. So yeah, it's like 1 hour more than in UK. We're 1 hour ahead of UK time. So yeah, and it's almost 7 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, so just a 5 hour get together I do monthly with different teams. That sounds great. That sounds really great. Yeah, dragons are a big topic now, and it's great to call them for assistance and for help. And just to acknowledge that that we have our dragon aspect as well. Yes. Yes, I know that Rob is going to have this show with Aralamp. Think it's gonna be great. So it's just like meantime I decided to just go on and just see, how is everything. Because I just noticed that there is really like it's a lot of things going on out there. It's like a lot of changes, and I don't know. I don't want to say good or bad, but it's like very emotional. It's like uh, everything is very emotional now. And at this time, whether is it going in the personal level, um, also on a collective level, it's a lot of like things that makes you really decide and pull the side whether you are there or there. So it's like very emotional. So yeah, I think that's also what's in what's in it, this planetary alignment, 6 planets in alignment. Yes. So that as well. Yeah, like that's a lot of conflicts actually, internal conflicts in us, in this part of this transformation journey, and also the conflicts outside, where in the physical realm, in the physical form, in a collective, as we hear a lot now about the Iran, and it's like a lot of things going on. So yeah, It's hard to schedule shows with Rob Tree live 3 times a day. Yes, it's hard to schedule it. I know if you want to fit in between. So, yeah, let me just show your comments on the stage. Yes. So, this is some very special event to have such a amount, 6 planets in alignment. But yeah, I know that whatever is playing outside in this timeline, it's based on what is going on actually as well, in like the energy coming from these, celestial objects, or which is set outside, like what's going to be the theme or topic, or the focus for distraction, or to be processed. So yeah, that's really interesting. um, Mercury retrograde, so enhance emotional energies, absolutely, because this is really a lot about emotions. People get very emotional about it, a lot of anger, rage, and also a lot of cry and pain. So yeah, this Mercury retrograde, all of the stuff what is going on. So, like, wow. And I can say, yeah, um, I think this is now we are in a very important time to really like make important decisions, you know. um these things that are happening, outside, what do you think? Like, is it the stage, like these are the actors, like what's going on, or you think that, what do you think about that? How do you feel? Because there's a lot of false flags going on, you know, just with these crisis actors. But I believe what is going on, all of these, killing innocent people and blowing up the schools, and, just, uh, this is actually mm, insane stuff. So, yeah, it's lots going on. So let me know, how do you actually feel? And we are in the full moon time actually now as well. So not only all these 6 crazy, planets in alignment, but also full moon energy, which is amplifying all of these energies, so that's really like something interesting. And it's not easy to navigate. So yeah. Let's do some cleansing because I feel already like it's a bit heavy. So let's uplift a little bit. Mhm. Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, leave me a comment if you're watching and say hello. This is just like, warm up before the Rob's shows. He has 2 shows tonight, so hope you will join. I'll join as well. 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Typical Skeptic podcast. We will have really great guests tonight. Lamp, and then Matthew Mornian, so it's gonna be awesome. Um, yeah. Okay. See you there. Well, I'm not sure either if I make it, but maybe yes. That because I'm waiting, for the response from maybe that I might go live later on as well. So let's see. So anyway, thank you for joining. See you. Thank you, Julia. Yeah. So there we go. So yeah, let me know how are you doing? How is everything? How is your Saturday? And how do you manage this energy that is going on already? Kind of intense, and it's like really a lot of things are in the plain sight already, surfacing even more and more. So it's like that hole goes very, very deep. So there we go. Thank you for subscribing and for being there, for all your work. What I am trying to do is to book some guests. So yeah, hang in there and just keep going because I know it's not easy when it's a lot of emotional release going on, a lot of emotions like what's happening in personal life and also uh, outside in the collective. So there in even in that mess, there's a lot of good things happening, and thanks God that we can actually at least support each other this way, and to empower because whatever is going on, realize at any moment that you're powerful, and it's time really to claim your own power and sovereignty, especially sovereignty, um, and take the responsibility for your own life. Hey, Danny, nice to see you. How are you doing? How is everything going on? I'm just rambling a little bit, like what's going on. Um, and just like sharing a little bit. Um, that we are now really in a emotional, quite emotional time. Not just because all of the astrology, but it's all intertwined, like what's going on. So on as for the humanity and as for individuals, for each of us. So I'm glad to actually know that you're good. Um, it's really great to hear that. Um, yeah. Uh, so it was Julia and Corhaven was here. So yeah. Mm, you've been praying. Well, yeah, that's also a good way. Um, just to send some positive healing energy out there to the energy to the field outside. Like that's really nice. Thank you. Um, it's like I'm also wishing for the well-being of the all humanity. To be each of us on our highest timeline possible. But yeah, before before reaching that stage, we're on that way. There's a lot of work to be done. Yeah, there's a lot of work, a lot of inner work, and a lot of realization. Uh, I don't know. What else I can do? Well, yeah, there are things that we simply can't control, but we can control how we respond and what we do, what are our actions. So that's what we can do actually, just to act for ourselves and just to focus on ourselves, like our own journey, and if possible, help others as well. Yeah, because the act of kindness every day can also lift someone up and just, make someone smiling. Um, yes, worries don't benefit anyone. Exactly. Because with worries, you're actually draining yourself with the worries. That's the energy that is actually not creative energy. So yeah, that's what I say, to get out of that survival mind anyway, you know, because yeah, we feel for the others. We feel for the other human beings because we never know what can happen to us. Yeah. So I think this is very important also to realize, to again connect and make communities and just talk to each other, talk to each other and just be there, just look around what's going on. If I can help, I help, you know and just these small acts of kindness that actually make a difference, make everyday difference on this journey. So that's what we can do, on our actually on our personal level. So yeah, I've been working on that personally for a while now. That's great. Actually, can you please like remind me, like, mm, where are you based? Uh, because I know that Rob's community is really big, so I know there's a lot of in US, Texas. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So that's really nice. Yeah, I think the solution is just, to go to unite and create communities, where people support each other and just like everyone contributes with its potential, and it's just like, someone is growing, someone is making different stuff. That's how actually our ancestors did it. The old ways are still there. I know that it's not for everyone. Mm, but it's all about connecting more with ourselves and with the Mother Earth because it's calling, for the attention, it's calling like here, like time is to be like more mindful, more environmental, and to listen more to the language of the nature. So let me know like what's going on in your spaces and how do you actually manage. I know it's like you know that change that you want to see around actually begins uh, in you, with you. That's how it is, where it begins. You know. Uh, However, this is like this is looks like Truman Show movie, whatever. It's a lot of uh, stuff that is not authentic. It's just, let's call it absurd, because it is actually absurd. A lot of absurdities going on, which actually are out there. Just, the telling you, just open the eyes, and just to see, because it's nothing is hidden. Yes, I realize you have to change first personally before anything else will change. Yes, exactly. Perfectly spot on, because everything starts, you know, with us. If you want to change, you get to change yourself, your perspective. How do you perceive your relationship with yourself and with your surroundings? What is around you? What is inside you? What is around you? So, yeah, that's actually very, very true. Very, very true. So, yeah. Uh, no one said that it's going to be easy. This is just the continuous the way, you know, way to self mastery that we are trying, to do our best at any moment, based on our knowledge and on our level of understanding and level of consciousness as well. So just continue the great work that you're doing, because it's gonna make a difference, and it's making a difference. The best way is to be that example. Walk the talk. If we want to see that change around, we get to make a change inside. I have been lucky enough to be in a relationship with my significant other who has helped me see where my weaknesses and where I need to expand. That's amazing. That's amazing, because that's actually mutual growth, where we actually water each other. Um, these things, yes, are in our subconscious mind, usually, from the childhood that we learned, absorbed, and that they go with us until we realize that, yeah, it's just not part of us, and we know each other through the relationships. So, yeah, because there's a really huge difference if we have in a relationship someone, who is who with whom we bond actually based on the traumas that we have, or is it really someone that is grounded and balanced, then we can say that that's the significant, that's the true relationship. There is a lot of learning. It's a learning journey, you know and also just like learning about each other. And there is a lot of room for learning and for expanding. So this is really beautiful what you wrote. I really love it. So I'm happy for you. That's awesome that you have that support from your partner. Yeah, usually the relationships that we attract from our past are our trauma bonds, that they were actually just showing us like what we get to heal, what we get to pay attention to what is there. If it is related, is it related to self love, self worth, self value, self acceptance, and so forth? Yeah. So it's really like a lot of wisdom coming up from relationship. Um. So yeah. Hmm. Yeah. But actually, it's just um, it, if possible, it's much better to see things from higher self perspective, no, rather than from survival mind, like from that mindset of the victim. Because from the higher self, you see everything that happens, all these lessons as a gift, um, opportunity, actually to shift and transform and to work out things. So yeah. Okay. So anyway, maybe I can pull some runes just to to see that energy, but it's already out there, and I can. I just said that it's like really intense, like time when there is a full moon and six planets in alignment. So whatever, it's just even without the knowledge of astrology, we can feel the energy. We can feel the energy in the collective and outside, like what's going on. And another important thing is like the real face, that you can see people's real face actually, and that aspect of them where which one they actually focus on is being amplified. So now really you can see who is who. And honestly, I don't envy anyone. Yeah, because I see that some people really that love, that they show, I can see their attachments and entities and whatever they have there, like it's not them, like through their eyes there is watching someone else. So yeah, and they're just laughing uncontrollably, and just these kind of negative emotions that you feel that they're not acting by themselves, because they're just vibrating low, and basically these entities, they love to feed on low vibrational negative emotions and energy fields. So the masks are off. Yes, exactly. Yes, the masks are off. So yes, absolutely, you can see the right, you can see the true aspects, who is who. It is scary, and sometimes it's really also annoying and makes you angry, because that actually shows you, okay, we first of all, we teach people how to treat us. We show them our boundaries or not, because this is something that is also like showing it's some significant stuff. And that's the topic: your boundaries, what you allow people to do to you, and how to treat you, what you allow them. You know, this is really something important stuff. I find it, me personally, I find it very important, because these lessons I observe my surrounding very often. So are you learning? Are you putting yourself like first on your inner work, working with yourself and with your inner work, that is really important. Because if you are very, if you focus on positive, on growth, and you are on your journey, then yes, I can see that it's like really you're shining more, you're just and be getting like activated, more and more, and your abilities are strengthening, you know and this is it. But if you focus on the other side, if you don't do and if you stay in the negative, then that's why I say yes, that's getting scary, because you can see that. And it's just like, if the, it's about hurting people themselves and sabotaging, because they do sabotage themselves, because that's their decision, that they don't want to do their work. They don't want to wake up, or they don't want you know to see more, because they refuse, and that's okay, as in the movie Matrix. Morpheus and Neo conversation. Not everyone is ready to be unplugged, and just to be, just to awake. That's okay. Holding the space for you. Yeah. So yeah, just drop me a comment, say hello. And yeah, there's a 6 planets in alignment. That sounds crazy, isn't it? Yeah, like how that makes you feel. What, like, you can share. So yeah, my family has come a long way through recently, just with Trump alone. Yes. Well, many people, yeah, they just blame, and they just, they're angry at him. But yes, each figure, each puppet, or each person in this big game that has big competency and some decision power is, you know, helping others to wake up. It's putting out the stuff that, pieces of puzzle. So I'm really glad, you know. So what is he doing? He's doing, both forces are in play. So yeah, I follow Scott McKay, and he's from Texas, Patriot Street Fighter. It's really, I just really like his drive. How he, how did the tours, across the U.S. So that's really interesting. This is like ice, stillness, patience, because things are unfolding. Hold the space, because the more things are going to unfold. So this is Isa. Hold the space for the more things, yeah. More and more is gonna unfold. And this is actually a deep message, yeah, because it's also about unfolding for you, and in 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 the collective as well. Things will be even more intense, and more stuff is gonna come outside. And also what is going on also uh with some ancient sites, and the more land that is now under the water. So this is really interesting that I have this connection. So yeah, this is just the ice. Antarctica as well. Disclosure, what is going there? So ice. Wow. Hmm. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is it. Patience, ice. Hold the space. Hmm. Cool. Oh yeah, Danny. They have totally changed their mind about him. I was like, it's about time. Yes. There is a there is a perfect timing in everything. Because the things unfold by themselves. And we can't force anyone, you know? We can't force anyone. They get to do things themselves. They get to realize it. It's like spoon feeding doesn't work, but it's like always like that. They get to find out by themselves, and I'm glad that they found out, or at least they started, to think about it. They changed, they because that's like the shift in the mind. So that's amazing. It's actually is important, the message, like what he's trying to say, whether is it Trump or another one. So interesting. Now that I got Vunjo and Fehu, and these are actually very positive. They are both related to joy and prosperity and abundance and bliss and happiness. So that makes me, think, yeah, or just say it's like there's light at the end of the tunnel. Because, yeah, these are very positive cards, actually, rule cards, yeah. So if you heard about that, the revelation for President, Putin, that he was given these decisions to make three envelopes, whatever, with options like what can happen, the possible scenario. There was a one prophet or not prophet, he was really psychic and he knew both messing. So whatever is the story, whether it's real or is it fictitious, there there were like three ways, what to do. So I believe this is just indicating me, in this case, this Vunjo Fehu connecting with this Isa, that, just hold the space. Hold the space for the things to unfold, because it's going to unfold in the highest good of the humanity, and there is going to be improvement. And we are going to see really good out there. However, now we see just a lot of distraction and like a lot of division and a lot of bad stuff. Let's put it that way. So that to me is like, yeah, sounding like, yeah, there's gonna be a good outcome of it, and that the choice from the best choice from that, from the all of these three options were like to, to do the quantum jump for the, that really jump to the positive outcome, and that's going to be like the humanity will thrive. I also consciously choose to go with higher timeline, no matter how much fear is out there and how much manipulation, because everything is energy. So yeah, Danny, I agree with you. There we go. Because it's like always, the change is gonna come from people, not from politicians. That disclosure is the way, mm, just to, get everything out there. Because people like you, me, others, other, the we are the disclosure. So that's what I see, that's happening. And that's the way. It's not coming from the structure that is fully corrupted. And it's not like supporting. It's just draining. So the change is coming from the people, and it's not just the regular way. Realize that each of you is very powerful and you have your potential. Here it's potential, and that's the option. That's really the way. If each uses its potential for betterment, how we can improve, how we can lift up, how we can actually, to make some change, make some difference. So I just keep fingers crossed, and I also I think positively no matter what. Mm, so yeah, thank you. I think I will join the Rob stream now. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you would like, get in touch with me. Natural sentient gmail.com. You know, if you want to come also on my show, let me know, because I'm welcoming guest on my show, and thank you for supporting the channel. So yeah, we keep fingers crossed for us, for the entire humanity. We can do this. Keep faith.